This video is sponsored by Guapku. If you're looking for a reliable modded GTA account for PS4, Xbox One, or PC, then this is the place to go. Their link is in the description below.
Anyways, let's get to this thing with the newswire here. So basically, you guys saw that 4 months ago I predicted it. I predicted that that GTA Plus was eventually going to have the Panther statue. It was going to happen. I saw the diamonds, and the Panther statue is now locked behind it.
Alright, calm down, you mad psychic beast. I mean, yeah, it does kind of make sense, seeing as the whole point of GTA Plus is that each month a certain activity is higher paying for members as opposed to regular players. I mean, they're not going to have regular payouts for GTA Plus members. I mean, what would be the point in having GTA Plus then if everyone gets the same payouts? And they've already had a double money month for pretty much everything else, like Bunker, Auto Shop, Agency. They've already done it for like most other main things, so it's really not surprising that they've done this. And it definitely makes sense that they add a unique higher value prize as opposed to just making the whole heist double money. I mean, that would be far too high paying for them.
Guaranteed Panther statue on Cayo Perico. And this is basically just a way for Rockstar to try to encourage people to buy it as much as possible. Like, this is just very, how would I say, it's just very dishonest, very just it's just overall not good. Like, I don't know the way that I can explain it, but this is like the thing that tempts players the most to buy GTA Plus.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's pretty basic and obvious. They're a business that needs to be making money, you realise. There's nothing dishonest about creating incentive for people to join. That's basically just them advertising it. If word gets out that with GTA Plus you can get the Panther statue, obviously, yeah, it's going to encourage more people to join. That doesn't mean that's dishonest. Does that mean Netflix is dishonest when they put a really high demand movie on that's going to encourage new people to join? It's not dishonest at all. It's completely logical and it makes total sense. But I mean, there has to be a clear reason for people to decide to join the subscription, or it would be pointless. He's making out like they're trying to deceptively scam and trick people into joining. But I mean, people have to see that there's a clear benefit to joining, and only through exclusivity does the subscription have any point. As well, I find it pretty interesting that he accuses Rockstar of being dishonest for no actual clear reason, yet he has a Patreon, the most popular of which is the same price as GTA Plus. Is that dishonestly tempting people to give you money every month? No, because they get clear benefits for joining. I mean, anyone would get far more value out of GTA Plus than his Patreon, but that's a pretty hypocritical double standard, to be fair.
GTA Plus also gives you, a few other things: the Buckingham Super Valido helicopter, Eclipse Towers penthouse, things like this. I don't really have an issue with.
Yeah, ignoring the fact that you also get a free helicopter and a high-end apartment, as well as all the money from the statue. When GTA Plus first came out, he was complaining it was a rip-off. This sounds like you get quite a lot of high-value stuff for only a $5.
But it's the fact that GTA Plus members get the Panther statue. Because think about it, one person's doing their heist, working to get to their heist, and what are they gonna get? They're gonna get the tequila bottle. Somebody else buys GTA Plus, they're working for their heist, they get the Panther statue. How is that fair?
That literally has to be one of the most stupid points I've ever heard anyone make. How is that fair? Why would it be fair when the GTA Plus member's paying £5 a month and the other isn't?
It basically, at that point, turns into pay to win.
It's not pay to win. You can still do the heist and get the same payouts as it's always been. GTA Plus members just get a bonus extra amount to compensate for the money they pay.
Because the person that has GTA Plus is going to be making more money than the person who doesn't have GTA Plus, because they're guaranteed a higher payout for the exact same mission.
Yeah, no shit, that's the entire definition of GTA Plus. It was the exact same for security contracts, auto shop heists, bunker sales, and other stuff. Each of those for an entire month, GTA Plus members were getting twice the amount compared to normal players who were doing the exact same mission and only getting half the amount. So is that unfair as well then? I'm genuinely interested. Would he consider that, would he class that as also being unfair? Because it's basically the exact same thing. In fact, you could argue it's even more lucrative, like getting double money for something. Like with this isn't even the heist being double money. This is just a statue that's worth a few $100K extra. Plus you can only do it once a week, I'm pretty sure, as well. With the security contracts, you can grind them out over and over and over again and make close to 100K every time, and you can do one every like 10 minutes. I feel like people probably exploited far more money out of that month than they will from this month.
The crop of classic heists, the Fleece the Job, Prison Break, are all paying out an extra 50% to members and having and halving prep fees for the entire month of November. 2 times GTA money and RP on all setup missions for all classic heists, and 1.5 GTA money and RP on all prep missions in the Doomsday heist for the whole month. Complete all the heist finales within the next 3 weeks to receive a lump sum bonus of GTA $2 million. Now notice it on setup missions, 2 times money. setup missions, and on prep missions. Now, I'll be honest with you guys. When I was first reading this the first time, I thought that they were talking about heists. I thought it was 2 times money on setup missions and heist finales. I was just reading it really quickly. I mean, I think most people would agree with me that, when you're reading this, you'd think it's 2 times money on the setups and on the heist finales. No, it's only on the setups. And you look at GTA Plus here again, all the original heists are paying out extra 50% to members and halving prep fees. So that means that not only are the GTA Plus members getting the Panther statue, but they are also getting an extra 50% more on the regular heists, while everyone else is only getting money on the setup missions. And now this is not getting you any more money. People would look at this and think, oh, I'm getting 2 times more money on setup missions. This is not getting you any more money. How is this not getting you any more money? It's a trick.
It's a trick. It's not a trick. GTA Plus members get paid significantly more for all apartment heists across this month, and the setup fees are half.
Earlier this year, I think it was in the summertime, correct me if I'm wrong, but Rockstar did it where the original heists, the minimum cut that you can give somebody is 15%. In the past, you could give somebody 0% on the heist, which I actually thought was a better system because sometimes I just wanted to help my friends out, and I didn't really even want to cut. I just wanted to help people out. But now the minimum that you can give people is 15%. And, I'm assuming that Rockstar did this so that people don't scam other players, but, most players aren't going to give below that amount because then somebody's either going to leave your heist or they're going to mess up your heist. But now think about it this way. The best cut that you could give, the most fairest cut that you can give in heists is host gets 40% and the other 3 players get 20%. So 40, 20, 20, 20. And this is because the original heist can only do 4 players. So you have to do 4 players. And for people wondering, why is the host getting 40% and everybody else getting 20% fair? The reason that that's fair is because the host has to pay for the heist. The heist members, the other ones who join, don't have to pay for the heist. And on top of that, they're getting paid for setup missions. Host does not get paid for setup missions, which basically means that the host is not getting that 2 times money. The host isn't getting anything extra on this heist. The only people who are getting anything extra are the people who are joining in for the setup missions, unless you have GTA Plus, that is. So you see how this whole thing is manipulated right here.
Yeah, I don't get how this then concludes that Rockstar are manipulating everyone. Literally just more money is being made from the heist and the setups. It's not tricking anyone. The finale is 50% more as well, and the host gets the highest cut, so he'll be benefiting the most from that. Who gives a shit about the setups? You've never got paid for setups on your own heist, so nobody's going to be expecting to and joining GTA Plus thinking they're going to be. That's a completely invalid point. Plus, this is obviously one of the more minor bonuses, like the heist setups being double money. Like, no one cares about that. Nobody's going to be joining for that. Each time there's a few like that no one cares about. But this is still good, and it just means more money in total is being made from the heist for all the players involved. How is that bad? And you'll benefit from it just the same as others when you take part in someone else's heist. If you're doing heists with people, you can just alternate who the host is if it matters that much.
And so because of this, nobody's going to want to host a heist.
Yes, they will because they're paying 50% more. I mean, this is the current payout for the Fleecer job, which takes only about 20 minutes.
Nobody's going to want to host the original heist. Why should somebody host an original heist if they know they're not going to get anything extra, but instead the people joining are going to get extra on the setup missions? And do you know what this is going to do? What this is going to basically do is people who host heists, instead of doing, the 40, 20, 20, 20, you know what they're going to do instead? They're going to do instead 55, the host is going to take 55% for themselves and give everyone else 15%, so...
Yeah, and that's fine, they'll get half of their 15% extra as well as double money for all the setups. They'll still be making good money, definitely more than playing the heist normally. But I mean, yeah, like I said, you can just rotate who the host is so that everyone's getting additional money for the setups as well, if you care that much. But yeah, with the host on 55 and everyone else on 15, everyone walks away well paid.
And the reason the host is going to give himself 55% now is because people are getting double money on the setup missions. And the thing is, I don't even blame a host for doing this at this point.
Yeah, it's up to the host what to put the cuts on. If the others aren't happy with it, they can wait until their cut is increased or they can leave. That's how it's always been.
Because they'll look at this and they'll basically be thinking, this is my heist. I paid for this heist. I'm not getting paid for setup missions. And then somebody joins my heist and they're getting paid double for the setup missions. I'm not getting anything extra. So I'm going to give myself 55% at that point. So that is how this thing tricks you. It makes you think that you're getting extra money, but in reality you're not.
But just for comparison, I'm going to show you some bits now from the first video he initially made about 7 months ago when GTA Plus first came out. I made a video about 6 months ago where I reacted to this video as well as another one he made back at a similar time. But it's just to show the contrast of how at the moment he's complaining that GTA Plus members get paid significantly more money than other people for the same heist. But back then he was complaining that you didn't get enough money for it. You know what it is? It's just because this completely debunks his entire point. Like I say, his whole point back 7 months ago when he was initially criticizing GTA Plus when it first came out, his entire point was that you should not buy GTA Plus and instead just grind the Cayo Perico heist and you can make plenty money from that. Like, that was basically his entire point. But I reckon the reason he's getting all mad and making videos now and not when the security contracts or the auto shop or the bunker, not when they were paying double for GTA members, he wasn't complaining about unfairness then, but only now when it's relevant to the Cayo Perico heist. Now he's got stuff to say about it then because it completely disproves his point. Or at least worst case, it invalidates his point for a month. Because then even if you follow his advice and grind the Cayo Perico heist instead of getting GTA Plus, you'd still be better off if you had GTA Plus because you'd still be doing the exact same thing, grinding the same heist and getting a way higher value prize and getting like 900k more for playing the same heist. So GTA Plus is objectively the better option then, at least for the duration of this month.
$500,000 direct deposit to your Maze bank account, plus the opportunity to claim properties in and around Los Angeles and unlock gameplay updates you may have missed out on, special vehicle upgrades, members only discount, GTA money and RP bonuses, and more each month. Oh man. Okay, so right here, this I can look at this right here. Monthly GTA $500,000. If this was daily $500,000, like every day when you logged in $500,000, okay, maybe I would have felt a little bit different. Still wouldn't have liked it.
500k a day, that's 15 mil you'd be getting for only 5 quid. The 8 mil short card costs 60 quid, and this is pretty much double that. Why the fuck would Rockstar be giving you 120 quid worth of GTA money for only 5 quid? That would completely break the game's economy. How are you expecting 15 mil for only 5 quid? That's ridiculous. And even then he would just maybe be okay with it. Maybe.
You know, around 2 million or more, which is, you know, I guess a considerable sum, but, you know, you grind a few Cayo Perico heists, you know, you sell a few businesses, and, you know, getting a car like this is no problem.
As I covered in my previous video, his only actual point as to why GTA Plus is so terrible is that you can just grind MC businesses, crates, or the Cayo Perico heist so that then you can afford the cars and properties that you get for free with GTA Plus. Not only does this not account for new players who don't have any real money-making system, but also misses the obvious point that the entire point is that you don't have to spend hours grinding and working away to save up for things that it gives you for free. Not to mention the fact you can also make much more money than players who don't have it. It's not pay to win, it's pay to get some perks and some benefits. At the start he was complaining it was a rip-off and you hardly get anything for it. Now he characterises it as pay to win. Makes no sense. He's just chopping and changing his viewpoints and everyone agrees with him regardless, despite the inconsistencies of what he's saying.
Now look, I'm not trying to tell people how to spend their money. If you want to spend your money and you want to buy this and it helps you, okay, that's your choice. I'm not going to criticize you for it. Rip off it is to stop people from buying GTA+. Please don't buy it. And if this video succeeds in just stopping one person from buying GTA+, I will consider this video consider this video a massive success. Rockstar has basically shown just what a, you know, greedy, scummy company that they are. You know, crap like this. If GTA+, if you could actually buy this in-game, if they actually let you buy this in-game, you know, they let you buy it with actual cash in-game, maybe I would have a different thing. You know, they could tell you that, you know, if you want to buy it for, you know, real life cash, $6 a month, you can. Or maybe you could spend a few $1 million in game and then you buy this and you get the same benefits.
Yeah, this would be totally pointless as the whole point of it is to help you get money and property. Paying millions of in-game money, which the people that this was made for don't have, and who he said his initial video was directed at.
But this video is mostly going to be directed towards new players and people that don't know much about the game.
New players aren't going to have millions to pay for these benefits. And anyway, the benefits basically just consist of getting higher payouts, so you'd just be paying money to be making more money. This would make no sense and basically just leave you where you started. The point of it is to help you get money and assets that you don't already have. If somebody had millions that they could pay to get the GTA Plus benefits. They wouldn't even be wanting it to begin with. The benefits would be of no use to them to begin with if they had millions to splash out on them. I don't know, he's chatting the most shit here and he makes no sense at all. But he's obviously just mad. He's been whining at Rockstar for months and he's just salty at them because of Red Dead. He's always bitching about GTA Plus and I really don't get why. It's only £5 a month and I've evaluated it fully. You can go and watch previous videos. I've completely evaluated and shown that it is definitely worth the value that you get, at least depending on who you are. As I said, if you're a higher level and you already have pretty much everything in the game, then yeah, it's pretty pointless. But if you're a lower level and you don't have very much in the game, it's definitely worth the money that you pay. But I have reviewed it fully and it's in no way a scam or a rip-off. You definitely get a good amount of value for what you're paying. But he just always has it in for Rockstar. He's always just completely bitching at them and attacking them for really nothing. He's trying to say that someone who has GTA Plus and someone who doesn't have GTA Plus should be getting the same payout. But the whole point of GTA Plus is that you get bonus money. One of the very first GTA Plus benefits was the security contracts being double money. I'm not sure if that was the first GTA month that ever existed. It might have been the second one. But I remember one of the first, if not the first, benefits that I got from GTA Plus was that the security contracts in the agency were double money. And that's the point. That's what you get in return for paying the subscription fee. I didn't hear him complaining then about somebody who doesn't have GTA Plus back then when the security contracts were double money in RP. Someone who doesn't have GTA Plus, they're doing the exact same mission and they're only getting half the pay, whereas the person who has GTA Plus is doing the same exact mission, same time and effort, and they're getting double the pay. That's the exact same thing, but I didn't hear him complaining about that back then. How is this any different? That's the point. He was complaining back then that you don't get enough value for it. He was bitching about it so hard before, making 2 massive, like, half-hour long videos, just bitching about GTA Plus and begging everyone not to buy it, and saying how much of a rip-off it is and that you don't get enough value for it. Oh, you only get 500k, ignoring all the other things that you get, all the other benefits you get. I've made millions and millions and millions from GTA Plus that I would not have if I'd never had it. Like, a month is a long time, and back when security contracts were double money especially, literally I remember getting like 138k or something like that, like regularly for them, and loads of other activities that have been double money across that time. I've made millions and millions and millions and millions from GTA Plus. So the 500k is really just an extra thing, but he always seems to sort of think that's like the main thing, like you're paying £5 a month to get 500k a month. Nah, when you consider how much value you get from all the other things, where you can trade in a building that you have to get a free one and get like 2 million back, and I've shown in my videos before that you can make loads of money from GTA Plus. The 500k is nothing in comparison to the money you can make in the other ways. But this point just makes no sense to me. He's complaining and saying it's unfair that 2 people doing the same heist, one person doesn't have GTA Plus, the other does, and he's saying that that's unfair, that they're both doing the same mission and one's getting paid way more than the other one. But that's literally the premise of GTA Plus. That's what it's been like the entire time. Like I said, the first month, people who had GTA Plus were getting twice the money for security contracts than normal people were. So each month, the specific thing that's double money in RP, the GTA Plus members are getting paid twice the amount as the normal players. That's not unfair. They're getting that increased payout because they have GTA Plus. It's the same as this. If you have GTA Plus, one of the perks is that you get the Panther statue on the Cayo Perico heist. He was bitching at the start that you don't get enough value. Oh, you only get 500k. Oh, I could do the Cayo Perico and make way more. He was basically the main point of the videos he was making months ago, bitching about GTA Plus when it was new. Pretty much his main point is how much of a rip-off it is. I mean, it's only £5 a month. It's not expensive. I mean, how much can you really be expecting for only a £5? And that video I made previously definitely proves it. I showed in detail how much money you can make from it. The Professional doesn't even have GTA Plus. How much can he even really know about it? How can he hate it this much and make all these videos about it when he doesn't even have it and doesn't even really know about it? He just reads the first thing that comes up and makes an instant decision. I've got GTA Plus and most of my friends do. It doesn't mean we're Rockstar fans fanboys, it's just a good deal. Like I said, I was raking in millions back when security contracts and things like that were double money. I was making so much money. I benefited so much from that. And I'm level 900 and have like 270 million, and I benefited from it. Imagine like a noob who has barely anything in the game. You can get a free car and a property, 500k, and the property they get given they can often make money from. Like, it is objectively a very good deal. It is a good trade in value. You're only paying a $5 a month, and you do get very good perks. And the whole premise of his previous videos, the whole point he was making before, was how shit it is and how much of a rip-off it is and that you don't get enough value for it. Now he's criticizing them for adding more value to GTA Plus. If you have GTA Plus, you get the Panther statue when you do the heist, which means you get paid more. Why would it make any sense to be paying the subscription fee and not getting any bonus money or any kind of benefits like that? That would be pointless. That's the point of it. It's like a VIP membership subscription. If you don't want it, don't get it. Of course, if you have this, you're gonna get perks like higher payouts and things like that. Same as when you pay a monthly subscription fee to become a member on someone's YouTube channel, you get benefits for that. It's a pretty basic concept. You're not gonna be paying this subscription fee and get complete equal treatment to all the other players and get treated the same, paid the same as all of them. Of course you're going to get special treatment. It's not going to be fair. Of course it's not going to be fair. How is he complaining that this is not fair? And like I said, he was previously complaining that you don't get enough value for the money that you're paying, even though it's a small amount of money you're paying. And now they've added this where you can get paid much more money because it's a much higher value target you get given on the heist. So that basically means you're getting more money out of your GTA Plus subscription. So how is he still complaining then? And the thing is as well, you go to the comments and basically everyone's agreeing with him. That's the thing. I feel like I'm like the only one who feels this way. It's just everyone absolutely going off on Rockstar, just absolutely criticizing the hell out of Rockstar and agreeing with him and going on about GTA Plus and how shit it is. I really still just don't get why everyone is so triggered about it. Like, if you don't want it, if you don't feel like it has any value to you, then don't get it. If you think personally that it's a rip-off and that you don't need what it offers you, then don't get it. But you're not the only person on the game. There's tons and tons and tons of people who play this game. Loads of them are broke as hell and have barely any money or assets. And a lot of people would be definitely willing to pay for only £5 a month to get a free car every month, a free property, and the ability to make more money than everyone else at a specific thing that's double money. So for someone like that, it's definitely going to be a good deal, and it's an optional subscription service. It's not being forced on anyone. Everyone's crying about it like they've locked the game off and you need to pay this subscription fee in order to keep playing the game. I'd expect this type of reaction in that scenario, not this. You can still play the game fine, it's just what, you get a few 100k extra for doing a certain heist. You're paying them the subscription fee. Of course you're going to be getting reimbursed for that. Of course you're going to be getting additional money and stuff. Oh, it's crazy, man. I don't know what his issue is with it. It's not even that big a deal. He has over $1 billion as well, and yet he's crying that he can't get a Panther statue from the heist. This has only just been added as well. It's not like this Panther thing has been a thing for the entire duration of GTA Plus's existence. This is just for this month. I don't know why he's so bothered about it, but he's so obsessed with the Cayo Perico heist. He absolutely loves it. So obviously this is the one that bothers him, but I didn't see him complaining, saying that it's unfair that two separate people complete the same security contract mission and one gets paid twice the amount of the other one because he has GTA Plus, and saying that that's unfair. He wasn't making videos about it then, saying that then, so I don't know why this is now a problem. It's just because it's his sacred Cayo Perico heist. But I mean, what would be the value in the Panther statue if they gave it to everyone? Of course they're only going to give it to the minority, the VIP members. It makes complete and total sense. I don't know why he's so triggered about it.
Because they're guaranteed a higher payout for the exact same mission.
That, in a nutshell, is literally what GTA Plus is for. That is exactly what the security contracts were double money for. It's them two people completing it and one gets way more than the other for completing the same mission. Yes, that's one of the benefits to having GTA Plus. What is he suggesting? That there should be no benefits? You should get the same paydays as everyone else, the same treatment as everyone else. You should get everything the exact same as everyone else, but you're paying the subscription fee. He was complaining that you don't get enough for it, and now they're giving you more benefits to having it, and he's complaining still. And he keeps using the phrase pay to win as well. It's pay to win. How is it pay to win? How is it pay to win? Everyone's been doing just fine for years before it. It's not pay to win. It's pay to get a few 100k extra on a heist, as well as a free car and a free building every month. So yeah, I think he's just complaining over nothing. We all know he's mad because they killed Red Dead 2, which he was in love with. So he's been salty at Rockstar ever since. And he says that people think he hates Rockstar. Like, yeah, because every video you post is just like 20 minutes of you bitching about them for literally like nothing as well. Of course, GTA Plus has no value to someone with over $1 billion, but to a lot of noobs, it's going to have a lot of value. I've said this so many times. I've shown in previous videos how much money you can actually get from having GTA Plus. You get a lot more than, you don't just get 500k a month. And him as a grinder himself, if he was to have GTA Plus and incorporate these things that are double money, the things that are double money with GTA Plus, if he was to put them into his grinding methods, and he'd probably be raking in loads of money and realise that it's actually quite good. But I mean, I don't know why he's still going on making videos bitching about it though. He already made multiple months ago. Like, just drop it, mate. It's not really that big of a deal, is it? Like, yeah, it's obvious that people who buy the membership are going to get perks and benefits. This is just one of them, that you get this particular statue in the heist rather than just a normal one, which everyone else gets who doesn't have it. That's the advantage of having it. I don't get why he has a problem with that. That's literally so basic, and I don't get what alternative he wants there to be instead. What does he want them to do? Just get rid of GTA Plus? Like, they're obviously not going to do that because people benefit from it. If people are buying it and continually staying subscribed to it, they're obviously getting their value out of it. Like I am. I've had it for months, and if I felt like I genuinely wasn't getting any value at all out of it, I would have quit. I would have unsubscribed probably. But it's good because for an entire month you can make twice as much money than everyone else from certain activities. First it was the security contracts. I think the bunker was double money, and maybe MC businesses, I don't really remember. But yeah, for an entire month, which is a pretty long time, one of these things is double money. I'm pretty sure the bunker was one, that was double money. So for an entire month, every time you sell the bunker, you're getting like 2.1 mil, compared to normally when you only get 1 mil. I didn't see him complaining then that there's two people doing the same mission and one's getting paid way more than the other. I didn't see him complaining then, because the person who didn't have GTA Plus, he still filled up his bunker and spent time and money filling his bunker up and maybe doing some resupply missions and doing the mission to sell it. He still did all the same stuff as the person with GTA Plus and only got half the amount. It's the exact same thing. It's literally the exact same thing. But he wasn't bitching about that. But this one time when it's about the Cayo Perico heist, which he's absolutely obsessed with. Obviously, what a coincidence that this is the one that he decides to make a video crying about. I mean, I'm not trying to call him out or disrespect him or anything, not at all, but I think it's just needless bitching. He's just constantly criticising and bitching at Rockstar, and I really don't get why. He's got over 1 million subscribers that he wouldn't have if it wasn't for this game, and just because of some little optional subscription service that gives you some in-game benefits in exchange for a small amount of money, and he's just making video after video attacking them for nothing, really. But this just makes no sense to me. That's why I'm making this video, not to attack him. This just makes no sense about how he was complaining about how you don't get enough value for the money you pay, and now they're giving you a valuable prize when you do the heist if you have GTA Plus, and he's bitching about that. Like, that just means that you're getting more money out of your GTA Plus subscription. I thought he thought it was a rip-off. Doesn't this counter that? And the second thing is just how, yeah, that is literally the premise of GTA Plus. Of course you're going to get benefits. Mostly it's going to be financial, but you also get a building and a car most months, pretty much every month, I think. And the other benefits are just financial. So one certain type of activity will be double money, and you can grind that out and make way more money than people who don't have it. That's the benefit of having it. If there were no benefits of having it, nobody would buy it and it would be pointless. But I've had it for months, and loads of people who I've talked to have it, and they all say that it's good and that they get good good value from it, and I like it. It's good. I like for an entire month being able to make double money off a certain thing. It was class having a whole month, every time I sell my bunker, make it in like 2.5 mil, while everyone else is getting 1 mil. Like, it's just objectively good, and that's on top of the 500k you get, and the building that you can trade in and get paid 2 mil back on for free or whatever. You know, I think the bunkers were free when the bunkers were double money as well, so I traded my bunker in and got paid like a 2 mil or something for that, I think. I literally got like 3-4 mil, like, across a couple of days. But if you don't like it, don't get it, but stop bitching about it already, mate. It's not gonna do anything. He even said himself that people just think he hates Rockstar. Like, yeah, I wonder why. So just stop complaining and just play the game and get on with it. Just don't buy GTA Plus if you personally don't like it, but a lot of people do like it and do feel like they're getting value for it and that want to stay on it. Everyone has a different opinion, and I don't know why he thinks his is so important to the point where he's literally telling people not to buy it. Like, why is his opinion so important? But yeah, I'm gonna leave that one here. I've covered everything, to say the least. Obviously, I repeated myself a bit throughout this video. I didn't mean to do that. Like I said, I did record this in 2 different parts on 2 different days, so I'd kind of forgotten. So a few times I did kind of go over points that I had previously already covered the other day. So apologies that this video dragged out a little bit, and there's a reasonable degree of me repeating myself, so I'm sorry about that. But yeah, thanks for watching this video anyway. Leave a like if you agree with what I said, and have a great day.
2 to the 1, from the 1 to the 3. I like good pussy and I like good trees. Smoke so much weed you wouldn't believe, and I get more ass than a toilet seat. 3 to the 1, from the 1 to the 3. I met a bad bitch last night in the D. Let me tell you how I made her leave with me. Conversation and hands.